Wrestling has been around since the Roman Empire. The original Roman Empire. Over these many decades, there has always been one who stood above the others during their time. These are the men and women who stood atop Mount Olympus and claimed the title of greatness. Now, what if these rulers of their time were able to meet today? To see who is the best. This is Legendsmania.
All right, good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome to Legendsmania 3. Tonight, we are going to be seeing 5 of the most amazing matchups, and we learn them like you do as they go live. But what we can tell you is there's going to be a powerhouse match. We're also going to see an all-in-the-family match. There's going to be a tough-as-shoe-leather match, one I know you'll appreciate. And then our main event is the Iron Cell match. Hell in a Cell with Iron Man rules. Well, I'll tell you right now, the card sounds amazing, even though we don't know who the who's are going to be. We just know it's Legendsmania. That's always going to bring a very entertaining lineup to the table. But before we get to those, we've got a triple threat thriller to look forward to, and that's going to be the one kicking us off here tonight. Indeed, a triple threat thriller is what it's called. We're about to find out who these 3 individuals are that are going to be coming to the ring momentarily to kick us off here for Legendsmania 3, live from the Nation Network. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Here comes the action. Well, I like the way it's starting out so far.
Memphis, Arkansas, weighing in at 317 pounds, Sid Justice.
The big man himself, Sid Justice. Call him Sid Vicious, Psycho Sid, whatever you will. This guy's nearly 7 foot tall, 300 plus pounds. He's an absolute beast. And I don't know who his opposition's going to be tonight, but good luck with that. Indeed, with a triple threat match, ladies and gentlemen, all 3 men will be legal at the same time, and the first man to secure a pinfall or submission victory will be the winner of the match. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. We will have a winner. Absolutely. Everybody wants to see that. People still buzzing about the action from Legendsmania 2. I understand that there is a return match coming up between Andre the Giant and the Giant from WCW, as nothing was settled last time out. Well, that's great because I want to see what happens. We need to get this to a conclusion, and countouts aren't going to cut it around here. Oh, my goodness. It is indeed Legendsmania, the OTC of the WWE. We're going to get a look at the Tribal Chief going up against Sid, and then we still don't know who the 3rd man is, but it's already a main event match. Look at the confidence. You look into those eyes and you see a man who is ready to go hunting big game here tonight. The original Tribal Chief is here at Legendsmania 3. He's going to have his work cut out for him going up against Psycho Sid. Well, we still don't know who the third man is, and that's what I'm really looking forward to now. We already know this is going to be a heck of a matchup just between these two dudes, but we're still going to introduce another element to the match that I can't wait to find out about. Want to welcome everybody joining us here live on the Nation Network for Legendsmania. Andrew Roberts in the house. William Perkins is here as well. As Roman Reigns appears to be mentally preparing. Well, back in the old Roman gladiator days, that's what they did. They would take a moment before they went out there with the lions and with the other warriors, and they would get their mindset straight. It is not often that Roman Reigns is in the ring with someone bigger than himself, and arguably more powerful even. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Sid probably has him in the strength as well as the size, but Roman Reigns will make up for that. First off, Roman's not undersized by any stretch of the imagination. It's just that when you're standing next to Psycho Sid, there's always going to be that difference. There's only a couple of guys in the world of professional wrestling that are going to be taller than Sid. That's just the reality. He's a beast. And now they look to the ramp to see, oh no! Are you kidding me? Well, as the man once upon a time said, business just picked up. The Undertaker. The Phenom himself.
And from Death Valley, weighing in at 309 pounds, The Undertaker.
I'll tell you what, fans, this one is gonna be off the hook. Well, I'm usually the one that's gonna make predictions, but I really can't do that here tonight. I mean, this could really go either way. I've got no idea who's gonna come out on top. Well, that makes two of us. I think it's gonna be a tremendous matchup for sure. The one thing I will mention, I believe the Undertaker of the three, the only one who has the total package in the sense that he's a big, strong, physical fighter. He'll drop you with that tombstone, knock you out cold, but he also has one or two legitimate submission holds that can make anybody tap out. Whereas I don't see Sid or Roman Reigns necessarily having the same edge when it comes to the submission. Well, I hate to even say it, but you actually brought up a good point there. Once again, I want to welcome everybody live here on the Nation Network. Sean Cook joining us here. And this man is cold as ice. I believe him, realistically, if we're looking at this thing all around, I would believe that Roman Reigns and The Undertaker are the two most agile of the three men. They can both fly. They can do all kinds of crazy things in that ring. Sid's a little bit more just ground and pound kind of thing. He'll just beat you up. Well, early on, that is exactly what's happening here. All three men beating each other up, and The Undertaker has the early advantage in this one. Big headbutt right to the back of the head, and now Sid taking The Undertaker over, making it look easy. Reigns on the apron now as Sid turns his attention once again to the dead man. Scoop slam on the OTC. There's a cover by the official. Easy save right there by The Undertaker. I don't even think he would have needed to. Probably not. It's early in the match. You're going to have to do more damage than that to put any of these three dudes away. But they're coming after each other. Nice move right there by Roman Reigns, dropping The Undertaker on his head. But how many times have we seen The Undertaker sit up after taking a lot of punishment? Sid going to work now, spiking the knee of the dead man into the mat. Now turns his attention to Roman Reigns. Undertaker being brought over to the ropes, and now Sid has him. Caught him with a stiff right hand. Undertaker going outside the ring now. Perhaps buying himself a little bit of time. In the meantime, Sid going to work on Roman Reigns. And look at this. The Undertaker has brought a weapon into the match. And again, there are no disqualifications in this one, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a winner. No countouts, no disqualifications. That's the way I like it. Let them do what they got to do. Shot right to the throat that time by the Tribal Chief, who sends Sid to the ropes. Caught him on a Samoa drop. Nicely done. I'll tell you what, these guys right now are going to put each other through the ringer. Well, this is one of those matches where they're going to take a beating, and it's going to come down to which man's going to make the critical mistake. Spine buster by The Undertaker, but you can only have your eyes in one direction. Face first body slam. Wow. Sid driving The Undertaker, and now puts his feet on the ropes for added leverage. Undertaker didn't look too happy about that one, did he? Indeed, no. If he would have lost it that way, I think there'd be a problem. Sid dropping a leg. And now, oh, he's got The Undertaker up for the choke slam, and down he goes. Going for the cover. You're not going to pin The Undertaker like that. Wow, well, I tell you what, he had 2 3/4 count out of it. But I'll say this, if he would have hooked the leg, he would have got him. And now Roman Reigns taking out both men, busting that kendo stick over them, no one to make the save. The Undertaker able to kick out on 2, but he's taking the punishment right now. Roman Reigns firing down the fists of fury on the dead man. There is history between Roman Reigns and The Undertaker for sure. And now look at this. He turns into the power bomb, and Sid goes for the cover. The Tribal Chief's shoulders are down, but he managed to get out. And now The Undertaker right back in there, and this is what happens when you have a triple threat match. You have an odd number, and you're busy with the opponent you're fighting with. It's hard, if not impossible sometimes, to keep an eye on where the other man is. And if you're smart and you're that third person, you're going to wait for your moment and then attack quickly from behind. And that's what these guys have been doing. Undertaker taking out both men. There's a DDT. Man, oh man. Just looking at the ring right now, you can see the evidence of chaos. The Tribal Chief on the apron. Sid comes off the rope and drops a big leg. Roman Reigns suplexes the big 300-pounder. Not easy to get that kind of size up like that, but he made it look easy, and that's half the battle. Had him in that Cobra clutch into a slam, and now the Undertaker and Psycho Sid. Oh man, Sid driving the knee into the midsection of the Undertaker. He has been busted open. Running power slam in the meantime. Has him up in the air. Going for the tombstone pile driver. This is all she wrote. Yeah, that might be all right there. There's no rope breaks. There's no say. Oh, there, wow. Roman Reigns managed to get there in time. I didn't think he'd be able to. This match continues, ladies and gentlemen. Madman Swiss joining us here live on the Nation Network. Welcome aboard. Legendsmania 3 is hot and heavy and underway. The elbow drop by The Undertaker. Goes for the cover. No one there to make the save. And oh my goodness. That was a very lethargic 3 count on the part of the referee. What happened to the 3rd count? I don't believe he got his shoulder up in time, but the referee stopped her hand. Here's another choke slam. Oh, the referee just got taken out. Wow, what a bad break if you're Sid right now. You got the match won, but there's no referee. In the meantime, he continues to punish The Undertaker. Turns his attentions back to Roman Reigns. Irish whip caught him. Roman blocking the shot. Spear takes him down. Oh, and the big clothesline by The Undertaker on Roman Reigns. That was a big opportunity right there for the dead man to try and oh, look at this. Roman Reigns is going to go for it. Sid's had a couple of moments and indeed able to kick out of that one. DDT and the Tribal Chief is down. Well, not for long. He hopped right back up from that one. Power slam right in the middle of the ring. And Roman better break it up before it's too late. Super kick to the jaw, and now Sid from behind. Has Roman up in the air. What's he going to do with him? Thrown first across the top rope. And look at this. The Undertaker bringing in the steel steps. Boy, these guys are not going to be satisfied until this one is really permanent. Power bomb almost on top of the steel steps. That would have been it. And the shoulder comes up. Yeah, you know what? I'm actually surprised he didn't take advantage of that opportunity, because if he would have, indeed, the match would have been over. Cobra clutch into a slam, and now Roman Reigns out to the floor. It is down to just one-on-one. Sid pulling in The Undertaker. Not too many people can manhandle The Undertaker, but Sid has done it here. And now Taker has him up. Could it be the last ride? It is. And now Roman Reigns has got The Undertaker, cradles him up, shoulders are down, and he just barely count out of there. Once again, the referee's count a little slow there. I don't understand what's happening. There's a 1, there's a 2, there's a pause. And now the other set of ring steps is in there as well. Undertaker breaking the hold of Roman Reigns. Nice clothesline takes them down, and now Sid Vicious. Again, the Cobra clutch into the slam. It's almost a variation of a choke slam, really, the way he does it. Deadlifting Roman Reigns from the floor is Sid. Has him up, and there's the power bomb, and that should be all she wrote. He'll get him. No, the shoulder comes up again. I can't believe this.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well now. I really thought that was all she wrote.
Sid now with that kendo stick cracking it across the back of The Undertaker. And Roman Reigns tries to get back up and into the fight. I would dare say in this one, Roman Reigns has absorbed the majority of the punishment.
Well, you know what? Yeah, probably, but it's a close one. It's not a open and shut case of it. I'd say it's pretty close to even.
And now Roman going to try and get some offense in here as he's got Sid in the corner. Series of clotheslines. Oh, and a big one dropping Sid, and now a bloody Undertaker is there to make the save. And now the Undertaker with that kendo stick cracks it across the head, and Sid is down.
Well, he tried to do it to Roman Reigns, but Roman was ready for him. And look at that, shatters that stick over the back of the Undertaker.
Belly to back suplex perfectly executed by Roman Reigns. Sid is using the ropes just to get back to his feet. And the spear coming off the ropes. Sid's going to have to make the save, and he does.
Match would have been over right there, no doubt in my mind, if it weren't for Sid.
Full Nelson slam, and boy, he got some elevation on that one, did he not?
Well, when you stand near 7 foot tall, it's not hard to do.
Oh, look at this. Roman Reigns has had enough. Slams the big man. Superman punch, and the Undertaker might be out. Referee's count is there. There's 2. And a shoulder comes up.
Well, that's why this is Legendsmania, because the guys that are in here, these are guys that can take the best from the best and continue to move forward, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Boy, he is really hemorrhaging as the Undertaker right now. You can see it all over the mat. Oh, he's got the tombstone.
Smart move right there by Sid. He waited for the cover attempt, and then he comes right in to break it up.
Power slam. He's not hooking the leg. Will it be enough? He got him.
What a tremendous victory right there for Sid Justice, I'll tell you. All 3 of these dudes are former world heavyweight champions, and you saw why right here tonight.
No doubt about it. They brought their A-game, ladies and gentlemen. Unrelenting is the word I would have to use. Well, take a look back at some of the replay, and there was plenty to be seen.
Well, it was close. It was back and forth. As you can see, everybody had opportunities to win. There were several times where The Undertaker could have had the win, but somebody made a save. There were times where Roman Reigns had the pin, and somebody made the save. But finally, eventually, it was Sid who timed it right.
Look at Roman Reigns with the body slam on Big Sid right there. Unbelievable. And it was the power slam that did him in. Fans will be back with more action in just a moment. Stay with us as we take a moment to acknowledge the newest members of the nation.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
This is the powerhouse match, ladies and gentlemen, and here we have China.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from her WWE the ninth wonder, China.
Well, that's appropriate. The last time we were here for Legendsmania, we had the 8th wonder of the world, and now this time we have the 9th wonder of the world.
Indeed.
You know what? Maybe next time I'll come out here and then we can have the 10th wonder of the world. How would that be?
Giving yourself a little bit too much credit there.
I don't think I'm giving myself enough. Maybe you ought to be giving me more credit. Did you ever think about that?
Who's she going up against? This is the powerhouse matchup. Oh my goodness. The past meets the present. The 9th wonder of the world, China, will be going one-on-one with this one, Jade Cargill. It should be mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, the titles are not on the line in this one. This is strictly about bragging rights.
But you know what? I'm not so sure that's the way it should be. If you're going to have bragging rights, why not put the titles on the line as well?
Not the way it's designed here. Legendsmania. The matches that you've never been able to see, that you would never be able to see. But we give it to you right here. Look at that. A physical specimen if ever there were one.
And what is China, chop beef?
No, not at all. This is a tremendous matchup. As we welcome Donnell Mason, welcome aboard. Once again, fans, we ask you to help us out as we are on the road to 3K. Hit that like button if you haven't already. A lot of people watching these videos are not yet subscribed. Click the subscribe button. There's a Black Friday special going until the end of the year. It's free. Absolutely no charge.
No charge to hit the subscribe button, huh?
That's right. Look at this. Has China up in a torture rack early in the match.
I kind of like the way China got herself out of there, though. She had some really well-placed elbows that rocked the world of Jade Cargill.
You know, I didn't even ask you, but who do you like in this matchup?
You know what? After what I just saw right there by Jade Cargill, I think I might be going with her. Taking advantage of an opportunity like that. That's what the name of the game is. It's not going to... No one ever asks you the next day how you won.
Yeah, I know you've got your whole belief system there.
That's right. Win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat.
Again, they tie up in the corner. Very evenly matched from a strength perspective. China with a clothesline and just dropped Cargill. Nice move right there as China drives the knee to the back of the head. Oh, wow. Comes off the middle rope. That elbow connecting. And Cargill right now is in a lot of trouble. China has her up. Running power slam. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Will that be enough?
Only a 1 count. Look how easily she kicked out of it.
Another power slam, and now the 9th wonder of the world. Starting to get the momentum behind her.
Well, that's one thing I'll say. Mo is one of your best friends. If you can get him behind you, you want to keep him there. He's also very fickle, though. You can see him changing sides at any moment without much notice at all.
And there's your point right there, is that big knee caught her right in the head. Now China finds herself in the corner. Wow, what an elbow, dropping the 9th wonder of the world. Cargill goes for the cover. And China kicks out on one. Unlike our last match, there'll be no one here to make the save.
Well, unlike the last match, holy cow, almost took her head off with that boot. There are disqualifications. There are countouts in this one.
Cargill has her up with a double butterfly. Oh, and drives her face first into the mat. Hook and a leg. 1, 2. She got it. No. The shoulder off the mat. Unreal. Cargill comes off the second rope. Nobody home. And now China going to try and do something here. Oh, I thought she's going for the Boston Crab. It's a giant swing.
Reminiscent of your old pal, Gorilla Monsoon.
Indeed. Friend of yours as well.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Big splash by China down across the midsection of Cargill, who's still able to kick out on a 1 count. Unreal. The amount of punishment these two ladies have taken already. Running power slam, and you can see her bounce a good 3 to 5 inches off the canvas.
A lot of impact going into there, especially the way China does. Look at this. She's ragdolling her.
Yo, power bomb.
She dropped her on the back of her head. That's a bad situation for Jade.
She kicked out, but take a look. Does she look like she has anything left?
No, I'd say she's about done. China's measuring her up for the finish right here. She's going to go for the pedigree.
And she connects. That should be all she wrote. The 9th wonder of the world looking to pull off the major victory here. She's got it.
Well, I got to say, that was a tremendous matchup right there. Great test for both of these women. It was past meets present, and past came out on top. The 9th wonder of the world, China, showing why. But look at that punt kick right in the head. I didn't think she was going to get up from that one at all.
Indeed. The double butterfly, and here comes the face plant. Cargill going for the cover and almost got her.
That was a tremendous back and forth match. Congratulations, though, to China, who pulls out the big victory.
Dookie Wilco's joining us here live on the Nation Network for Legendsmania Iii. Tremendous action, ladies and gentlemen.
The 9th wonder of the world, China.
Still to come, shoe leather tough, all in the family, and our main event. Stay with us.
He's American made.
Wrestling fans, make sure you join us on Saturday mornings right here for Saturday Morning Superstars of Wrestling. All of the greats from the past will be right here on Saturday mornings here on the Nation Network. Names like Rowdy Roddy Piper, Bruno Sammartino, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, the Magnificent Morocco, and many, many more. All the action right here on the Nation Network Saturday mornings, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. What you gonna do when the legends of wrestling run wild on you?
All right, fans, all in the family. What is it?
Charlie Dempsey is here from the NXT.
Introducing first, from Blackpool, England, weighing in at 200 pounds, Charlie Dempsey.
Well, the ring announcer said it's going to be a tag team matchup, so that makes me think I might have a pretty good clue who his tag team partner is going to be.
Not his first appearance here on Legendsmania. He had a tremendous matchup against Bob Backlund. Came up on the short end of the stick in that one. Indeed. His tag team partner, his father, William Regal.
Well, this crowd not exactly warm to old William, are they?
No, not a whole lot, no.
From Blackpool, England, weighing in at 240 pounds, William Regal.
He is the self-professed gentleman's villain.
I can relate to that. I have a little more flash in my style, but I really, really appreciate William Regal and what he does and the way he does it. He doesn't worry about the rule book. He worries about how he can get around it to get to the victory. And that's all you want. At the end of the day, that's where the big payday comes from, is when you win the match.
And now the question is, oh my goodness, look at this. Dusty Rhodes. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, headed down the aisle.
And from Austin, Texas, weighing in at 289 pounds, one half of the WCW World Tag Team Champions, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, it's all in the family match. That tells me I've got a pretty good idea who his tag team partner is going to be.
Indeed. Although it could be more than one.
Well, that's true, too. I guess we'll have to wait it out, won't we?
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The American Dream meets the American Nightmare.
From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE Champion and the undisputed WWE Champion, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, joining forces with his father, the legendary American Dream, Dusty Rhodes.
Well, you want to talk about the dream? This is a dream match. Father and son going up against father and son. A tremendous matchup right here. Tag team wrestling at its finest, and I think we're going to see a heck of a match.
The highly decorated young man right here who took his career to that next level. It was well documented how Dusty came so close to being the World Heavyweight Champion, actually had the championship title in his hand at Madison Square Garden at one point in time. but due to technicalities, had it removed. Past and present will start out. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, up against Charlie Dempsey. Oh, Dusty wasting no time at all.
Look at that, biting the hand right off the bat. Dusty Rhodes, that's the guy you want to cheer for, huh?
You're the one who said, do what you gotta do. You like Regal for going around the rules.
I'm just saying, make sure you stick to that plan when it's his turn, because he will.
Dusty Rhodes hammering away on young Charlie Dempsey. And his father, William Regal, only able to watch on from the apron as Dusty Rhodes continues to unload. And here's another big right hand, and it split him open. Dempsey is bleeding already.
Yeah, but look at that. It woke him up. It got his attention, and now it angered him.
Into the turnbuckle, Dusty goes now. There's the tag made to William Regal. A bloody mess is Dempsey right now. Sends his father from the top rope. Shoulder tackle, taking Dusty Rhodes down to the mat. Regal off the ropes, elbow well placed, right to the sternum of the American Dream.
Well, this is where Regal will be at his best. He's got you down. He's going to wear you out. He's going to punish you. He's going to cripple you. That's what he does, and he does it better than anybody.
Into the lower back. There's a kick by the American Dream. Nice savant kick. Gets him out of trouble. There's a tag made, and now Cody Rhodes going up against Charlie Dempsey. First time meeting between these two, I believe.
Well, Dempsey got a shot in and then decides to tag out right away.
Look at Cody. Goes to the top and nobody home.
Well, that's the wily veteran there, baiting him into it.
Well, at this point in time, you'd have to think that Cody is also a bit of a veteran. He has been around. He has had some big-time matches in the past. Drop toe hold perfectly executed by Regal.
Really was. It bounced the head of Cody Rhodes off the mat really well. And that comes from that great timing right there. But boy, oh boy, Dempsey's a bloody mess so early on in the match.
Double back body drop on Cody Rhodes. Dempsey now in control. Deadlifts him off the mat. Gut wrench, suplex takes Cody Rhodes over. And now the American Nightmare in trouble. Here comes the cover to count of one. And now Dempsey with that Dragon Sleeper. He is putting a pain on Cody, who is able to kick out.
Well, Dempsey comes back with a nice scoop slam, buys him a little bit of time, and that's what he needs right now.
Boy, did you see that? Drove that knee right into the temple of Cody Rhodes. He is on Queer Street. Walks into a stiff forearm, and now from behind, Regal getting a shot in on the American Nightmare.
Well, that's why I say it all the time in tag team wrestling. It is so important to make sure you maintain order. You got to dictate which side of the match or which side of the ring the match takes place, and you want to keep your opponent over by your corner. That's what Dempsey's been doing.
Save made by Dusty Rhodes. Referee might have to step in and take a look at Dempsey and that injury to the forehead, because it appears to be streaming into his eyes at this point in time, and that could be a problem. Nice capture, suplex right there by Regal. And the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, now the legal man in the ring, as William Regal targeting the left knee and ankle of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Now he's going after Cody.
Nice move right there by Regal, raking the back of the American Nightmare.
Oh, Dusty has Regal up in the air, across his shoulders. What's he going to do with him? Brings him all the way over in front of his son and drops him on the top turnbuckle.
Well, to me, that was a little bit of a cheap shot right there, making him do it in front of his son like that.
The referee asking Regal if he wants to submit, but absolutely not. Regal trying to find a friend here, and good luck with that. Small package right there. The Nightmare rolls him up. Shoulders are down. Couldn't get him. Cody now wrapping him up. Too close to the ropes. Regal able to break the hold. From the top. Elbow drop finds the mark, and Regal's in trouble, and he is far away from his corner. 2 3/4 count. Cody Rhodes. Oh, this is it. Crossroads. He connects.
And Regal's been busted open this time.
And just like that, it's a win for the American Nightmare and the American Dream. We take a look at some of the highlights, and there were plenty to be had, ladies and gentlemen. This match lived up to all my expectations.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I'll tell you right now, both of these teams, I should say, should be really happy with their performances here tonight. I know Regal and Dempsey would have liked to have pulled out a victory here tonight.
Well, but Charlie Dempsey is now 0-2 here at Legendsmania.
Yeah, I suppose he is.
Big elbow drop off the top rope by Cody Rhodes almost put this match away. He waited for Regal. There it was. Locked him in. Crossroads knocks him out. And with that, we have our winners. An impressive victory. When we come back, it'll be shoe leather tough match. Stay with us.
Most people have the wrong impression about the World Wrestling Federation. We're a non-violent form of entertainment.
We never use sex to enhance our image.
As athletes, we understand the importance of being positive role models. We're good, wholesome family entertainment.
We're trying to make the world a better place for mankind.
WWF Attitude.
Get it?
All right, fans, we are back and ready for our next matchup. Oh, it's the King Harley Race.
Well, you can call him the King. I like to think of him as handsome Harley Race. I believe he's handsome.
Gotta be kidding me. That's a face that only a mother can love.
Making his way to the ring from Kansas City, Missouri, weighing in at 253 pounds, the King of Wrestling, Harley Race.
You know, little man, I've noticed you like to talk a lot from back here. Once in a while, maybe I'll have to go tell somebody like Harley Race what you're saying about him.
Just an observation.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd like to know about your observations.
Welcome aboard, Judd, joining us here live for Legendsmania 3. What a night it's been.
Definitely living up to the billing as it does each and every time. The dream matches, the matches we never saw, the matches we could never see, and they happen right here.
Again, this one is billed as a shoe leather tough match. That is definitely something that fits the bill when you're talking about Harley Race.
Yeah, they don't come much tougher than him, but I'll be curious to see who he's going up against.
Oh, no, you gotta be kidding me.
We might have to move back a couple of rows.
From Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 250 pounds, Gunther.
Take a look at the face on the ring general. He does not look pleased.
Well, I'll say this right now. Gunther has proven himself time and time again to be a top challenger, a top athlete. He's always in the mix when it comes to title matches, but that being said, he tends to lose the big one a lot. Now, whether or not that's going to happen here tonight or not, I don't know. But he's going up against the former NWA World Champion numerous times, by the way. Multiple occasion World Heavyweight Champion in Harley Race.
Man, oh man. If you like your wrestling physical, then you're in the right place. And when we come back after this match, it's our main event, the Steel Hell match. They tie up in the middle of the ring. Nice headlock right there. A little bit of a feeling out, I would suggest, going on right now between these two. And the big German picks up Harley Race and drops him on the back.
Yeah, nice textbook belly-to-back suplex right there by Gunther to start the match off. And you can see they're tied up, but nobody's able to gain a clear advantage. And now finally, Gunther backing Harley Race into the corner. Referee going to try and get a clean break from these two, and I could have told you that wasn't going to happen.
Oh, what a move right there by Gunther. Double leg drop kick and almost sent Harley out of the ropes. Comes up with a big knee, nobody home. Harley Race got out of the way just in the nick of time. And now Harley targeting the arm of Gunther.
Yeah, Harley Race, talk about shoe leather tough. There it is, coming off that middle rope with that heavy sledge forearm right across the back.
Irish whip is reversed, and now Harley Race over to the apron. Gunther stuns him. Has him up on the apron. What's he going to do with him? Belly to back suplex on the apron. Oh, no. Gunther is in control here on the floor as he is pummeling Harley Race. Oh, and another bombs away.
Man, he is really doing a number on Harley here on the floor. I told you it was going to be physical.
Referee is counting, and he's taking his time. He wants this match back inside the squared circle, as do all of us. Gunther goes the Irish whip reversal by Harley Race, who sends Gunther under the bottom rope before heading back in. Count has been ended. And now up against the ropes, Gunther using the top rope for added leverage, and he is choking Harley Race out with it.
As I said before, I'll say it again. They're not going to ask you tomorrow how you won.
Oh, Harley Race is getting drilled. And now, the ring general going for the cover.
Well, I would think if you're the ring general, you would know to hook the leg, and he didn't do that.
Big clothesline, and down goes Harley Race in a heap. Gunther now going to the top rope. This can't end well. Big splash, and Harley Race might have had the wind driven right out of him.
Might have had the soul driven out of him with that one.
Gunther has Harley up. Power bomb. Shoulders are down. Will that be enough for the victory? Harley Race kicks out. This crowd, not particularly fond of either one of these men, but they respect what's taking place in here. They are laying caution to the wind. They are laying in the heavy artillery.
Yeah, it's been a bombs away kind of matchup here tonight with these two.
Harley Race. Oh, good Lord, look at this. Good night. Gunther had him stretched over the top rope, choking him with his boot.
Yeah, I'm more concerned about the way Harley Race went off of there and bounced off that apron. He landed very awkwardly.
Bombs away. Has him up in the air by the arm and dropping Harley Race. Referee's count is up to 5. Can Harley Race beat that count to get back in the ring? He's in trouble right now.
Well, I got a funny feeling he's going to win the match. The referee is trying to take his time about it. He's trying to give him the opportunity to get back in there, but it doesn't look like he'll make it.
He just barely beat the count in. And now Gunther, had the Cobra clutch and turn it into an overhead suplex. And still Harley Race able to kick out.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Handsome Harley's going to have to find some way right now. He's going to have to muster it up. I don't know where he's going to find it from. But if he doesn't turn the momentum immediately, this match is going to be over very soon.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. He has taken a plethora of damage in the last several minutes. There's a jawbreaker, nicely done. And now Harley Race stuns him, throws him up with a small package. He'll steal one right here, though.
That would have been exactly what it would have been. He would have stolen that victory if he could have pulled that off.
What a devastating clothesline right there by Gunther. Hooks the leg. Referee was called out of position. It does not matter.
Yeah, I'm not sure he couldn't have counted to 5 if he wanted to. That clothesline really rocked Handsome Harley Race. No two ways about that.
The legends, ladies and gentlemen, of wrestling. Here at Legendsmania, we take a look back at the highlights of this one. Another tremendous battle. Look at the powerbomb. And somehow he was able to kick out of that.
I'm not sure his foot wasn't resting on the bottom rope. I didn't even catch that the first time around, but the replay looked like it was.
Watch this. This was, I think, the match right here. This is, look how he has him contorted, and then look at the way he lands.
Well, both of these guys laid in the heavy meats right there. They were just dropping bombs on each other from the opening bell all the way to the very end. But somebody had to win, somebody had to lose, and tonight Gunther got the victory.
Fans, when we return, it's the Iron Hell match. That's our main event. Stick around.
Hey?
What?
The 80s called. They want their store back.
It's time for a new Radio Shack. Come see what's possible when we do things together.
All right, fans, we are back. Our main event coming up next. The Iron Cell. It's the Iron Man meets the Hell in a Cell. But the question is, who will it be? Well, we are about to find out. We're going to send you back for the news, and you'll see exactly who's going to be in this main event.
During the mid-'80s, there was one man who stood out above everyone else as a master of the mic.
must be a little tiny itsy world you come from with munchkins in it and basset hounds that don't bark. Because you've been doing enough barking for them all.
Rowdy Roddy Piper proved time and again that he could talk the talk, but he could also walk the walk.
See me, I'm real plain and simple and direct. They call me Hot Rod. Everybody knows it. I don't have to say what I am, because I've done it. That's the difference between you and me. You talk about it, I do it.
Now there is a new master of the mic, and he's not pulling any punches.
I am a generational talent.
Maxwell Jacob Friedman, commonly referred to as MJF. The audience is on fire with his words.
And don't get it twisted, I respect you, man. I respect everything you've done.
You can break my neck. I fight for a living.
Legendary. What you would call a great promo.
Are you kidding me, man? I could eat your lunch. I could put a sandwich on my back and starve you to death, man.
Except here's the problem, bud. Every MJF moment is the best MJF moment.
You say I'm insane? I say thank you very much.
How could I possibly be the best? Well, newsflash, I am the best!
I am the legend killer.
It's how you handled our little situation here, and you can pretend there isn't one, but there is. You know, you would do all your quaint little interviews, and they would ask you, who are some opponents you would like to go up against, and you would name every single wrestler underneath the sun, except for moi.
I do exactly what I want to do.
Now you can pretend it's because you weren't interested, but in reality, it's because you didn't want none.
You want to have a party? You want to see how tough you are? Come on down. The water's fine, but it's up to here.
Tonight, the past meets the present. Which one of these two icons will walk the walk? When the battle of wits becomes the battle of wills, which one will have the will to win?
Oh, yeah, now you think you're big stuff.
I am the best!
That's why I'm Roddy Piper. You're not. Because I was rowdy before rowdy was cool.
Well, if that's not worthy of a main event, then I don't know what is.
Indeed. What a promo package that was, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the match we've got here tonight. The Iron Cell. It's an Iron Man match inside the Hell in a Cell as we take a look at MJF.
Well, he's got some choice words for the ringsiders here, which, hey, I understand that. I was never a big fan of the fans anyway.
Well, they weren't big on you either.
No, I don't know if that's true. They chant my name quite often. I don't hear them calling for you, however.
Fans, this is going to be one we'll be talking about years to come. Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF, going up against the Hot Rod Rowdy Roddy Piper, the battle of the big mouths. Once again, we are on the road to 3K. Help us out. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. Share the video out on social media. Rowdy Roddy Piper getting ready to step inside the Hell in a Cell.
You know, I'm not sure Rowdy Roddy Piper's ever had the opportunity here, even on the Nation Network, to get inside of a Hell in a Cell. Might be his first time.
Well, he's definitely been inside of steel cage matches on plenty of occasions. This one, however, a little bit more unique.
Quite a bit more unique, actually. You're able to go out onto the floor, and there's a roof on this one. They will contain the wrestlers inside this perimeter area. There will be a winner by pinfall or submission. There are no countouts. There are no disqualifications. Anything goes. Once that cage comes down, it's on.
It's a fever pitch here, ladies and gentlemen, at Legendsmania 3. Capacity crowd on hand. The Iron Cell begins. MJF with a quick shot to the midsection. Could not hold Piper. And now Rowdy Roddy Piper going to work on MJF. Sends him to the ropes. Back out front. And now catches him in a sleeper hold right out the gate. Piper going to try and pull one out.
Smart move right there by MJF to escape that sleeper hold. You don't want to leave that on too long, especially this early in the match.
Piper just sent over the top rope, crashing to the floor.
And again, that's the big difference right here between this match and a regular steel cage. And a regular cage match, Piper would have simply bounced off the cage and come back in.
Went to the eyes of Maxwell, and now Piper has busted him open. MJF is bleeding profusely as Piper comes off the top rope, driving the elbow. Thinks he's got enough for the first count.
Well, this will not end with a pinfall or submission. It'll end at the end when the bell rings, depending on who has the most pinfalls or submissions.
There's a nice suplex by the Hot Rod, Rowdy Roddy Piper now. Oh, he is going to work on that cut. He's going to open him up.
Yeah, normally I would say sometimes a doctor has to get involved and all that, but not in this one. There's no stopping it for blood. There's no stopping this for nothing. If both men have a pulse, the match goes on.
Series of clotheslines by MJF, and he's already just spewing. From the middle rope, what's he got going here? The Destroyer!
He calls out the LIE, named after the Long Island Expressway. He took Piper downtown with that one.
Indeed, the Long Island native, MJF, pulling back on the arm of the Hot Rod. We are under 8 minutes remaining. No pinfalls or submissions thus far by either man. And despite the way he looks right now, MJF is actually relatively in control. I was about to say he's in control, but here comes Piper with a small package. Will that be enough to get a pinfall?
No, still too early in the match, even though you look at MJF and you think for sure he's got to be in bad shape, and he is. But it hasn't hampered him at all. He's still bringing it. He's still coming forward.
Piper running bulldog, I'll tell you what. He is hemorrhaging now as MJF. Piper still waiting, and another sleeper hold. He has got it stitched deep. And indeed, the referee calls for the bell. That's the first submission. That's the first fall. And it goes to Rowdy Roddy. Piper's up on nothing.
Oh, that time the referee got in the way.
Nice reversal right there by MJF. Chop block to the knee. And Piper, down across the back. MJF doing some damage to the Hot Rod, going for the cover here. There's one, there's two, and Piper able to kick out. MJF almost tying this thing up at one fall apiece. Now he's got the arm.
I'll tell you right now, you look at MJF, it's hard to believe he's even in the match, but he really is. Even though he's down 1-0, I don't really feel like he's down. I mean, he's still looking. There's another one.
That's the second time he's hit him with that maneuver. There's the count. There's two. Oh, and he couldn't hold him. Frustration setting in on MJF. Here's the Irish whip. Piper goes out to the floor. Oh, he landed awkwardly. And now Piper back to his feet. MJF just waiting to meet him here back in the ring. Takes him down by the arm. He's going to try and get a submission out of Piper. Oh, he is wrenching back on it. And indeed, it is tied up at one fall apiece.
I told you, he's not down by any stretch of the imagination. He got behind the 8 ball early on, maybe. But he's right back in the fight.
Brain buster on Roddy Piper. And MJF hooks the leg. He can go up 2-1. And he does. Sit out powerbomb. MJF right now is dominating this one, and he loves it. Roddy Piper blocking the shot. Piper down by one fall right now. And he is asking MJF to get back up. Hammered away is Roddy Piper, and I'm telling you, he is just hemorrhaging his MJF. Piper drives a knee.
Roddy Piper is doing a number on that wound right there. He is just opening it wide open.
This is a bloodbath, ladies and gentlemen. No love lost between these two mouths. Both of these men on a hot stick.
You might want to be careful about how you say that.
I beg your pardon. MJF now walking Roddy Piper into the corner. Using that top rope for added leverage. Maxwell has got Piper in trouble. And now choking him out. Look at this.
Well, if it wasn't personal before, it sure as hell is now. I'll tell you, he's getting down and dirty with Roddy Piper.
And Piper barely beats the 3 count on that one, and MJF not too happy about it. Irish whip to the ropes, back out front, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
Taking a page out of the book of the Steiner brothers with that one right there. Now Roddy Piper has the Bulldog. He connects with it. Will that be enough? He needs to go for the pinfall to even this up at 2 falls apiece.
Referee counting 1, 2, and MJF got the shoulder up. Piper can't believe it. And now Piper with a sleeper hold. We're under 3 minutes. The referee is right there to see if MJF's going to give it up. And indeed.
Well, that ties everything up at 2 falls apiece. Now the question is who's going to get... Piper goes right back with another one.
What a seesaw battle this has been. And another submission. Roddy Piper up 3-2. Over the top rope to the floor he goes. As we take a look at that toe chain wrapped around the door to make sure nobody comes in, nobody gets out. Piper slowly back into the ring. Big right hand. And now MJF caught him with a variation of the crossroads. This will tie it up.
Indeed he does, and now it's a matter of who's going to do it. There's only 1.5 minutes left in this one, and we're tied up.
I believe we're looking at 3 falls apiece right now. MJF with a shot to the chest, and Piper goes down. MJF goes for the cover. Will that be enough for a 3 count, however, is the $1 million question. And yes, it is.
And that puts the onus back on Piper. He's got to come up with offense, and he has to do it right now. There's 1 minute remaining, and he's in a whole world of trouble.
Oh, my goodness. What a shoulder breaker that was. Continues to work the arm of Roddy Piper. We are under 1 minute remaining. The action spills out here to the floor. MJF with Roddy Piper sends him down into the steel steps head first. We are at 30 seconds. Piper's got to get the action back inside the ring, otherwise it's going to be all over.
Well, MJF is doing the smart thing, keeping the action outside the ring, because you can't get a pinfall or a submission out there, and it won't matter if you did. But when you look at these two dudes and tell me, even if MJF should win the match, and it looks like he might, he don't look like the winner, I can tell you that right now.
Into the cage he goes. But MJF is going to survive. Perhaps Piper's got to go right now. And that's it. The time limit has expired. MJF gets the victory.
Well, that was a main event worthy of the term main event.
Indeed, we take a look at the replay. This was a tremendous battle, ladies and gentlemen, right down to the very end. Back and forth it went. Roddy Piper with 3 consecutive sleeper holds. Look at here, the running bulldog. That one I thought right there was going to give him an advantage. But he managed to get that shoulder up, as you can see right there. So close.
Well, this was a battle of wits for sure, but it was also a battle of wills, just like we said at the beginning of the match. These guys brought their A-game here tonight. I'm not going to say that MJF can beat Roddy Piper on a microphone, but here tonight, inside the Iron Hell match, and he might not look like a winner, but he is.
Thank you for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, for Legendsmania. We'll see you next time for more wrestling action here on the Nation Network. So long, everyone.